All right, boys and girls. I don't have any hands up right now, so we've been on the call about an hour and 47 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. So if there's no more questions, we're going to call it a night, and Mike will be back. Here we go. 4557. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Mitch, this is Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Talked to you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Good. I was thinking when I first got on the call, I was like, man, Mitch sounds kind of tired because I realized that when I listen to all the replays, I speed up my MP3 player to like 1.3 speed. so live, you talk a little slower. So,
yeah, well, it's probably a good thing, right?
For real, yes. I can process better that way. I got a few odds and ends. I'll start with a softball. On the owner finance houses, do you take burglar bars off before you resell them? On my rentals, I've started taking the burglar bars off. But what are your thoughts on for resale?
Usually if they're there, I leave them there. But I got to make sure there's some escape hatches or there's certain code that's code, right? So,
yeah. Right, and it's frequently, on a 40, 50-year-old house, they're, rusted shut, or there's no key anymore, and all that good stuff. So
or maybe the neighborhood
feeling on a rental is
if
there's a neighborhood's turned around. Yeah.
If the neighborhood's turned for the better, I'd take them off because it's kind of a bad. So I have had people say, this neighborhood bad because this house has burglar bars. I say, well, might have been.
Well,
bad.
my thought is, I just feel horrible if if a kid had burned up in a house, even if I sold it, I'm still a part of it. So,
Yeah, one time I was in one of my houses and I was looking out I was standing at the sink, which was in the back wall of the house, and the window above the sink was facing the backyard, and it was a chain link fence, 4 foot tall, and then there was another house, and that house caught on fire, and it was on fire. I heard glass breaking, and I started to wonder. I thought, well, it's the Pachucos in the neighborhood are breaking windows. And then I noticed that the people were on the inside of the house. And I thought, why are they? I guess they're vandals. And then I saw the smoke start rolling out from the windows. And I ran over there, and I was trying to get the burglar bars off. And like 5 people died in that house with their hands stuck out the window to me. It was horrible.
Oh, my God.
It was horrible. It was a Christmas tree right there, go in the front door, have the living room, have the kitchen, and then there's a hallway to the right that has the 3 bedrooms and the bath, and the Christmas tree was right there at that hallway, and it caught on fire. And come to find out, there was two separate keys to unlock the back door and 2 separate keys to unlock the front door, and under the panic, they couldn't get it right. So it was horrible. So burglar bars are, I guess my point, a long way to say, is the burglar bars are no joke, and they'll kill you fast. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That kind of goes along with what I've been leaning towards. So just, I guess, wanted some reassurance. So,
the other thing I've done, though, just so people know, I have, when I wanted to keep burglar bars on that house, I would go like in the master bedroom where the bed goes. I would frame out a space that you could kick through. From the inside, you could kick through to the outside. You could break the sheetrock and kick out the wall. You could get out, and I would show my buyers. I say, all else fails, get to the master bedroom, move this bed away from this wall, and start kicking right in the center of the wall at the bottom, and you'll get out.
Yeah. I've wondered about just drilling out the locks on burglar bars too, leaving them on, but just grinding out the locks or something like that. Just for security, I guess.
I if I got to keep them, I'm just gonna hire whoever knows about it and put the right push bars on them or whatever they're called.
Right. Yeah. No, I think it's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
So I got a potential seller. It's a mobile home on an acre, and originally found them through the eviction list. But as the deal is unfolded, they attempted to owner finance this mobile to somebody else, but supposedly the current owner or the original owner claims that no paperwork ever changed hands. That the people gave him $3,000 down and a handshake, and then haven't made a payment ever since January. So, he went and started filing eviction, worked through the process. Then him and I started talking possibly about me buying it. And then somewhere in the middle, he was contacted by an attorney who said, you sold it, and until, we work through this, you shouldn't be talking to anybody else about selling it to somebody else. So do you think I have, if you were in my shoes, would you just walk away from this deal at this point? Do you think there's anything I can do from my side?
I certainly wouldn't ever advise to take a house that that there's no paperwork describing how the person that's in it is in it. Right. There's no paperwork describing how the occupant is in the house. Then that could be big problems. Yeah. So I might just hang close to that buyer. I might give him a couple $100 or something for a written option to make an offer to be the first and only person, and I might even agree on the strike price. But if it gets cleared up within the next 12 months or something, I'm going to offer this, or the next 24 months that this is the price. I have the option to buy it as soon as the legal things are solved, and just get second in line.
Just stay close.
Yeah, stay close and get second in line just in case. But I would get it in writing, and I would go file my option as
file a memorandum.
Yeah, affidavit, a memorandum on the title.
Okay. No, I think that's a good path. Good. Have you had any luck saving houses that were about to be condemned or had already been condemned by the city? I guess specifically the city of San Antonio. Is that a good path for finding deals, or there's not a point of no return? I guess when the wrecking crew shows up, maybe.
Well, generally, if you get a TRO right before the wrecker shows up, a temporary restraining order. And then you got to go down with some plans and show them how you're going to fix the house and resurrect. The city will be a lot better off if you fix the house up. It's going to be worth a lot more to the city than if they tear it down. Are you talking about San Antonio? But sometimes cities don't make any damn sense, but they should.
Okay. So
if you come down with a set of plans and show them you have the funds and that you have a track record of fixing up houses, and that I put a TRO on this thing. And I'm bringing down my plans, and this is what I'm going to do to it. I'm going to pull all the permits and everything. I just need you guys to agree so I can get on with it. And when I'm done, this house is going to be appraised at $150,000 instead of $20,000 for a vacant lot. That the city's going to have to go remove the trash off of 3 or 4 times a year and put liens on a property that doesn't have anybody that cares about it, and that it's all going to be wasted money. And by the time they get so many judgments on that property for trash removal, no one in the world will buy it. Now it's just a paralyzed piece of property. So why don't you let me fix this thing up? Okay.
So if they've already had the public hearing and everything, and in that hearing, condemned it and set it for demolition 30 days, 60 days out or whatever, it's still not too late if I can track down an owner, get them to agree, then I could at that point still go before the city and get it reversed.
Yeah, the same thing though. You just give him a pittance for a contract.
Yeah.
You're not going to pay him for him till you get permits. You know what I mean? He's really got nothing to lose, right?
Got nothing to lose.
Yeah, so sign this damn piece of paper and let me give you $100, and if I can get this thing solved, then I'm going to come give you $5,000 or whatever your deal is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But as you could say, I'm not paying you $30,000 for this thing to find out if I'm going to get the city to stop. But if you have the right attorney, they can tell you more about how it's going to go because they might have done this recently, you know.
Yeah. All right. Nice. Good. So to the earlier caller, I actually just talked to Tony Colombo today. Is a potential new client, and it's $1,250. So
well, that's what I thought.
Right. Yeah. So whoever was on the call earlier asking about
it was Landon.
pricing, that's where he's at with new customers.
All right. So Landon, it's $1,250. We just verified. So he's on the call still. So maybe he heard it, maybe he didn't, but he'll find out tomorrow if he didn't hear it today.
Good.
All right. Anything else?
So, yeah. So we're. Nope. Well, rocking along. I got two that I'm working on. One that I'm marketing with signs and stuff. Have had some good luck, and second one that I'm fixing up. I told Mike about it a couple weeks ago. It's the other one is a purchase that I had been slowly working with a guy since early 2018 when he finally came around and decided he was ready. So it was.
That's amazing.
Like you said many a time, you keep at them, and time changes all situations, right?
I think the oldest one we bought that we stuck with was 4.5 years.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I had it last year.
I just had a little tickler in my calendar and would send him a text message or give him a quick call every 3 or 4 months, and he was.
They start to think of you.
Close.
They start to think of you as an old friend, right? It's like, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. And so, he would still get, other mail and postcards and stuff, but he recognized my name and just stuck with him. So so that was really reassuring.
How much money do you think you might make off that house? I mean, I know it's all.
So that one was, sure. It was bought at when we started talking in 2018, we were at 58, but so it's 75 now, and it should owner finance for 135, 140, probably 130, 135. I don't really do too much to it. If I want to push a little bit, I could get a little higher. So I'm just doing simple cosmetics and.
I think that's worth 2 years worth of ticklers every 2 or 3 months,
I think it's worth 6. Yeah, for real.
Right?
Exactly. So.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Thanks, man.
Good stuff. Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye. All right. One more time. Been on the call about 2 hours exactly. So I don't know about y'all, but I think it's time to wrap this call up, and we'll get Mike on the line tomorrow, next Tuesday, and we'll continue. I want to hear some victories from you guys. I want to hear about some money y'all been making and some good news too, not just problems all the time. We deal with a lot of problems, but there's a lot of victories out there too, and I'd love to hear about more of those. All right, my friends, this is Mitch, and we're out of here. Check out the podcast, 1000houses.com, if you got a chance. Talk to you soon.